Hey guys, it's Haley, owner of Haley Bug Art Studio here. Today I'm going to show you guys how I create this double glitter peekaboo. Super cute, getting ready for summer. I don't know who else is ready for summer, but I am, and this is giving big summer vibes, okay? Take this to the beach, take this on a vacay. I hope this tutorial is a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it and learn something. Let's go. All right, so I've coated this completely in my glue mixture and we're gonna cover it in Willow by PDB. I absolutely love this color, it's so pretty. So just make sure you get complete full coverage. I basically dumped the whole bottle on there, or just about, and then just have your paper underneath to catch the glitter so that you can put it on back in there. Get this all coated. Once we get this completely coated in the glitter, we're going to put a coat of epoxy or two, however many you need to get this completely smooth. And look at that sparkle and shine. Oh, y'all know I'm a sucker for some green. So once we get this smooth, we're going to put some vinyl on there. I am just using some regular permanent vinyl. It can be removable if that's easier. Either one works. I just use whatever I have on hand when I do these stencils. So we're going to stick those on here and there, wherever you want them. You can do as many or as little as you would like, whatever looks nice to you. I typically do quite a few. I don't know, I have it in my head that I don't want to not be able to see all this pretty green glitter, so I'm putting quite a bit of leaves, or as many as I can fit at least. And so you're just going to get those on all skitty scattered. Play around with it. I reuse my one little piece of transfer tape, whatever you want to call that, because I am cheap and don't like to waste my stuff. And the transfer tape I use, or whatever you want, I can't think of what to call that. So I just buy the duct tape brand shelf liner. I buy clear shelf liner from Walmart. It's like $5 for a really big roll. And that's what I use to transfer my vinyl onto anything I'm working on. It's very inexpensive. It comes in a really large roll. It lasts what feels like forever. And it works just fine. It's not too sticky, and it's not too not sticky. So it picks things up pretty well. The only time I ever really have issues with this is if I am using, here in a minute, you guys will see when I'm using the textured vinyl, it is a little hard to get it to pick up textured vinyl. Typically, if you're using textured vinyl or glittered vinyl or any vinyl that has some type of texture to it, you want to use a stickier transfer tape. I just struggle and use my regular transfer tape because, I like to make things hard on myself. Why not? God forbid I spend a couple extra dollars and get some stickier transfer tape, right? So I didn't realize how long the clip of me putting these on there was, but you guys are getting to see the whole process. Here we are. And these leaves here, these ones, they're very pretty, but I did not take into consideration the difficultness of weeding those and putting them on. They're got a lot of little tiny leaves, so they were kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube. Can you cuss on YouTube? I've been told YouTube's a little stricter than other platforms. Well, I guess if this gets, I don't know, are they gonna kick me off for saying ass? Is that technically a bad word? Here I am getting distracted. All right, so I spray painted it. I'm going in with Gilded from PDB, of course. And so what I do is I completely spray paint over where I just did all that vinyl and everything. And I just slap the glitter on there while that spray paint is still wet. This just kind of skips a step of having to wait for the spray paint to dry, put another coat of glue. I just stick the glitter all over the wet spray paint, get it completely coated, make sure you don't have any naked spots, and then let that dry. I love how this glitter looks over a cream base. It is so gorgeous. So you're going to let this completely dry, peel the leaves up, coat with epoxy until smooth, and then we're going to go in with our outlines. Now you can do these either perfectly lined up like how I did. I also left a couple leaves without an outline, which is those ones that I said earlier that were difficult. I honestly left them blank because I don't know if you can see over there in the corner. I was really struggling to weed those ones. And so then I said, screw it. We're not putting an outline on those leaves because I can't get this to weed. So I put the outlines on all the big leaves, and you can offset these too. Like I've seen some people put the little outlines like over to the side a little bit. It looks super cute. I chose not to do that with this one. It just didn't go with what I had in my head and what I was going for. So I just go ahead and get all those little outlines on there, and any of those little overlaps or where you can see that outline curled over the bottom of the cup, I just trim those off later when we're done putting this little outline on there. And we're just going to get all those on there. I like to attempt to line up the little stems. Usually if you can get that stem perfect, the outline will go over the leaves pretty good. And you can see this took some time. I probably should have sped this up just a little bit, but everything in this video is in real time because I wanted you guys to really be able to see what I was doing and how I was doing it. I mean, the purpose of a tutorial is to really show how it's done. So I kept it at normal speed just so that people can get an idea of the actual like time and how slow or fast I'm working. Because I don't want anyone to think that they have to do things super quick. If you need to slow down and slowly like pay attention, line that up, then you go for that. You do that. Do what you got to do, girl or boy or whoever you are. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. And get that all on there. And I am already loving this so much. And I used Cricut textured vinyl on this, and I know that there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh my God, who's still using Cricut vinyl? Me. I'm still using Cricut vinyl. I'm the problem. I just had this on hand. I know that Tech Wrap has some really gorgeous textured vinyl that weeds and works way better. I just don't have any right now. So I was using what I had, and even though it's a little hard to weed and all of that, I made it work. It still works. It's still sticky. It still goes on the cup. It cures under epoxy just fine. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it other than that it is a little difficult to cut and a little difficult to weed. If you set, what I do is I always have my Cricut set to custom. So when I cut my vinyl, I can choose exactly what type of vinyl I am cutting on. So I choose that it is a textured metallic vinyl. And I usually click for it to have more pressure, and it cuts just fine. There's a few little issues like with the tiny little leaves on those other leaves that are on here. But other than that, I mean, this leopard print cut perfect, just fine. And I know everybody complains about weeding leopard print. Well, I did the leopard print, cut it on this with my Cricut machine, this Cricut vinyl, and all I had to do was peel it up and everything weeded with no problem. I didn't really have any pieces that I fought with. So as far as the leopard goes, sorry, I got totally off topic. I'm supposed to be showing y'all how I do this. I cut the leopard into little pieces so that just to make it easier to hold and work with. And I'm just sticking it on there randomly wherever I want it. You can do as much leopard as you want or as little leopard as you want. You could do a couple little spots. You could do a lot like I'm doing. I really liked the way all of the colors contrasted and the different textures on the glitter and everything. So I did quite a bit of leopard print. But you can do this however you choose. This is just how I did it. It's just an idea of what you can do making a design like this. And so I'm just going on there and I just hold it over and then push my little finger down on the spots I want to release. So you just be careful with this, because sometimes if you do let it fall a little too much, you may end up having a spot stick like that you didn't want it to stick, or stick in a spot where you didn't want it to go. So just be mindful when doing this process, and just put just stick down the little ones like that. See, I hold it up and then just push down the spots that I want to put down. And here it is complete. I absolutely love how this turned out. I hope this tutorial was helpful for somebody. You guys, please like and subscribe. I love you. Bye.